Hello friend, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Kimberly if you're new, and today I'm going to show you how I make refried beans. The process couldn't be simpler. It's really just a matter of reducing the liquid in the beans, mashing the beans, and seasoning them. There's many different ways to do this, but today I'm going to show you the way that I do it. I'm really excited to be making this for the first time with my homegrown organic beans that I just canned up the other day out of my garden. This is really a milestone for me to have grown and canned my own beans and now making them into refried beans. Now I've already got 2 quarts of beans in my pan. Got a nice tight seal on that, which always makes me happy. I'll get them here in the pan. I'm going to be adding some onion flakes that I have. This is not essential, but I want to use these up, and it will help make the process faster because it will absorb some of the liquid and of course add a great onion flavor. And then my son is the one that eats most of the refried beans in our home, and what he likes in his is taco seasoning. Now there's many different ways that you can do this if you want to jazz it up a little bit to your own liking. Some people like to saute some fresh onions and garlic first before they add the beans. Some people enjoy lard in theirs, or maybe some beef bouillon. If you don't have taco seasoning, you can add chili powder, cumin, salt, pepper. You can season it really however you like your beans, but the process is basically the same. I'm going to be cooking the beans to reduce the liquid. Now, I used to use a potato masher to actually mash the beans when I did this, but I've found that's completely unnecessary. Just as you simmer the beans, they're going to disintegrate on their own, and then you're going to have the consistency that you like. If you want to mash them some more at the end, that's good. So the beans have been simmering for about 10 minutes, and they're already starting to break down. I scrape the bottom so they don't stick, but I find that sometimes they start sticking anyway because I'm only stirring them occasionally, not constantly. And if they begin to stick at all, what works really well with my pan is just turn off the heat. I've had the heat off for about 30 seconds and they're not stuck anymore. So I'm gonna get that heat turned right back on and continue to simmer these. So these beans are almost done, and the more they cook, the closer they get to being done, the more frequently you have to stir them because the more likely they are to stick. I've also turned the temperature down to low so that I won't burn them. And I just want to stir them constantly now to let them thicken up just a little. Now, if this is how you like your refried beans, you could stop right here. We like ours a little bit thicker, and then they thicken up still more once they are refrigerated. So this is I'm batch cooking these. I'll be putting these in the refrigerator and we'll eat on them for the next week or so. Just scraping down the sides. These have been cooking for about 25 minutes now. And I've not done any mashing at all. I've just allowed them to simmer away, and you can see how the beans have broken down on their own just in the process of simmering and evaporating the extra liquid. So I'm happy with that consistency. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off. It's now been 30 minutes since I started. I just want to give these a taste to adjust the seasoning. So I'm going to add some more of the taco seasoning to this. My son really likes his beans heavily seasoned. These will continue to thicken up a little as they cool. You can see there's still steam rising. The water's still evaporating off of these. The seasonings I just added they're dried seasonings, so they'll absorb a little more liquid, and this will become quite thick. So there you have it. It's just that easy to make your own refried beans at home. The whole process took just over half an hour. If you were cooking fewer beans, or if your beans had less water in them, you could make them faster. So there you go. I was also roasting some of my homegrown butternut squash while I was cooking these beans. I'll be turning this into a puree to make pies and muffins and whatever else I come up with. These actually grew together in the same field, so it's fitting that they're here together in my kitchen. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you make your own refried beans and how you might switch up the seasonings to suit your own taste. If you'd like to see some of my other videos, I'll pop them up here. Bye, friend.